Greetings, hello, and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. I'm ImperialJedi, time for episode number 29, and I've got really great news to report on. I've been spending, I can't even tell you how long right now, trying different road layouts, and we're on the far side of the island, and I think I've finally solved our bridge traffic problem. It's actually kind of blowing my mind a little bit here, and it took quite a few different layouts. This is maybe my, I want to say like 12th attempt at just trying things out here. I'm not even exaggerating, it's kind of why there's no video. It's just like almost an hour now, just kind of tinkering around here. And I think I'm onto something. So what I have is, if you guys remember before, the traffic on the bridge was so backed up that it was actually affecting the intersections back here. So we were having gridlock problems in our transit hub area just as a result of our bridge. And so what I did is I've broken up traffic so that we have two lanes going straight here instead of just the old intersection the way it was. And we have no set of traffic lights right here. So everyone approaching basically just turns right at their leisure. They've got two lanes, which turns into 3 lanes. So that's really, really, really fast flow through. We've got our bicycle lanes going through as well. Because we've got a 2-lane split here, and we've condensed this down to 2 lanes as well, what we ended up with was the left-hand lane here being basically a turning lane, and these 2 lanes going straight. So we have like tremendous flow through now. So basically the same amount of volume, but we're able to handle it. So it's not like we're adding a second bridge or anything here. This is just like a better timing of the lights and just better light of the road. So I'm actually like just pleasantly surprised. And interestingly enough, the last piece of the puzzle that made all of this possible, made all of it possible, was adding this little extra turning lane right here. I know it doesn't seem like much, but this little bit here, when the light turns green, just helps the traffic flow a little bit faster. So if I put it on 3-speed, you'll probably notice that. Even if the cars end up going straight here, we just end up with just, faster flow through. And because of how many cars there were, going this way, that's what this is for. Just to kind of help offset a little bit of that turning volume. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Okay, so that buys us a little bit more time, because unfortunately what was happening is the city was going into a negative budget, and our population was actually starting to really start the plummet. We went down to 54,000 there, which was quite alarming. But so far we rounded. It was a bit of a death wave, as well as services not being able to get around, so our traffic was actually starting to cripple the city. But yeah, very, very nice little turnaround here. Anyway, so the theme of today's episode is I want to continue along with the construction of this neighborhood right here. We have our awesome new interchange, which is working really, really well. And just to encourage, I think, a little bit more people using just the whole bicycle lanes, and to maybe justify having these exterior ones. And, I mean, in real life, I really just don't think you'd have the bicycles go straight this way. I think they really would just turn right. You would have someone go in straight, I guess, to turn left here, so that's probably why you have them. I'm not going to delete any. Forget I said anything there. What I want to do, though, is add another connection from, say, this intersection over to here. Kind of get a little bit more people into our bike network. And ideally, I'd like to do that without removing any of the rocks we just placed down, too. Maybe just come in, say, like that or so. And with a little offshoot right here. Now, money-wise, I think we're okay just to put it on 1 speed as we do our construction here, but definitely want to just kind of keep an eye on things. I want to spend it all. Oh, and I just want to do a little fix right here. That's a bit smoother, I think. Yep. Okay, so I remember saying in the last episode that I did want to have a monorail come in through here, and I want to use the monorail connection that has the buses. So we'll use this road here as our anchor point again. I think that's kind of why it's hanging out still here. And let's just go over and then down. Not quite. Almost. I'm going to try and line that up just perfectly with the highway. Oh, would you look at that? Actually, I got it right there. So my thoughts are, for this, is I'm going to make a neighborhood that's not going to be connected to the national road. We'll force traffic to come up through here and then enter the neighborhood, or they'll come from the 6-lane road from this direction. That way we'll have, I think, faster flow through this overall with this intersection. Okay, so let's see what we can turn up here. Just a bit of a bigger box is probably fine. And before we get too carried away with this, let's just drop down the monorail. So I think the monorail could possibly go maybe in between these two road segments, if we can find a way to get the rails to come in here. If you come in like that, we might have to move this road a little bit. I don't know if we can get the snap points to line up. Or come in at the angle. Well, let's take a look what this ends up looking like. Just gonna pause for a split second. Monorail station with the bus bay. And I'm gonna go just a bit out. Nope, maybe not that much. Wow, it's a really small margin here. Well, that's not gonna work. Maybe the height difference is gonna be a little bit too much just in general. Well, we'll see what a smaller segment looks like. Oh, okay, that's cleaner. But then, yeah, can we go from just say here to here? Oops. I mean, that doesn't look good. But the idea is kind of there, right? Okay, so what if we just try coming in like this, and then like that. Okay, so there's that. Now, I don't think we're going to have any luck with... Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. So it's not a perfectly straight road coming in, but it's also not impossible to do a slight change to this. I like it. Okay, let's try something here. I don't think we'll notice the transition or like that little mark there as much if we kind of curve instead of try to go straight. I don't know if it's going to be enough lanes though. Let's try that again. And let's use maybe a different road and just try for, I think, a smoother curve. But I think we're in the right department here. It's a shame we can't get that. That would have been so nice. I find it interesting we can go this way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's just so many things I want to try and do here. I think it'd be really, really, really neat to have kind of like a breakaway. Oh gosh, okay, let's try this here. Oh, that actually works even better. What I was thinking of doing was having a road that would go up and run parallel with the track for a little bit. But I think I like that way more. Like, I'm gonna try something like this, right? That doesn't even work, so don't worry about it. Oh, I had someone in the comments tell me, and I'm so embarrassed for this, it's actually me pressing V instead of B. So V is underground bulldoze, and B is above ground bulldoze, so a little embarrassed. Yeah, so that's kind of cool, right? I like this. That way we can incorporate the monorail a little bit more into the neighborhood. And it's just the monorail station itself that's noisy. The tracks aren't really so bad. Alright, so let's bring this up and through, and we'll continue with the straights. And just link in like that. Cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really cool. And then maybe this can cut over, connect, and then we get the bike lane in. Or we can have the bike lane come like this. And we can just encourage some more cycling by just having some of this action. And then just to create a crossing point, I'm going to go like that. And we'll expand the lane down here. Shouldn't affect or slow down traffic by too much. Just allows bicycles to cross and everything. Okay, let's start drafting a little bit of a neighborhood around here. Maybe encase this as well. I don't even think we can get away with. That's too crazy. So we'll just put maybe a lot of trees through here. Now, the last thing I want is just the bicycle lane to continue along down through here. So we can either, I think, upgrade this to a bicycle lane and then maybe bring one over. Or we can do this and then just put in a whole bunch of traffic lights. Sorry, stop signs, just to get rid of the traffic lights here. Yeah, I'm becoming more and more a fan of using these junctions just as time goes on. So we'll have stop signs. Well, I guess we need a stop sign or a traffic light for here. But then for this one, we'll do the stop sign. That's what I wanted to do. Because this road is too busy not to have a traffic light. But with here, we're making the avenue the priority, and we're making people on this little side cut through right here, we're making them wait. And we should have stop signs, yep, over here as well. I've even started to do this now in the new series I'm working on, where I'm just doing 4-way stops everywhere, and I'm really enjoying the results of that. Has a lot more of a natural look and flow to the city. Just kind of seeing traffic behave as it would just in real life. To a certain extent. And then what I want to do is have a bus route that just, goes in through here, serves this little community, and gets people to the monorail station, and of course further into our transit network. And I really hope that if we put in just a little bit of high density, that'll get our population up to the 65,000. So we're so close. What if we did this? That helps with the intersection as well. Okay, great. And then just because there's so much bike lane activity over here, I think there's no reason why we shouldn't have another bike lane sneaking through here. Because, arguably the better we connect all this up, right, the more people will use it. Okay, all right. And then just for fun, we'll do this one too. I'm on a roll here with the bikes. Okay. Miss a little bit here. Could possibly be bicycles as well, but this is starting to get overkill. Okay. So this will come up. I don't think we have enough room to go underneath here. So we have another road sneak out through here, and we really won't run into traffic problems just because we're going to be using stop signs instead of having all of these as traffic lights. So I mean, like this far into mass transit, like I am so happy. I think it's probably one of the best DLCs they've done. It's a very close tie-up between this and After Dark as my favorite. Okay, so just a few little inner roads now. Hopefully with some symmetry. And we'll just drop down, a few parking lots, have a bit of high density, and we'll hopefully tie everything in here without being too intrusive. You guessed it, more stop signs. And this just cuts down on people using this as a throughway, but it allows for multiple ways in and out of the neighborhoods. And just for fun, maybe we can start doing some more 4-way stops here. Just so we can kind of visually see how different this neighborhood will look kind of from afar, from close, and that kind of stuff versus the other neighborhoods that don't have this yet. But really, if nothing else, this adds time to the route, and as a bonus, that'll force traffic to stick to your avenues and your major arteries. So I think this is kind of a good thing. That's kind of why this is done in real life too, right? That's kind of a funky little fun layout right here. I like that. All right, so let's bring in some services. Let's beef this up. I think we could probably benefit from a police station right here. I know we're not too far from one, but I think our new residents feel extra safe. Have that close to our intersection over here, maybe.
You're listening to the classics, the city's home for the hits from the 80s, 90s, and onward. 70s, 80s, and 80s.
Only because we're doing a bit more high density over here, I think I'm going to drop down a hospital, and I still want to also zone in between these two neighborhoods as well. So why don't we do something kind of fun over here, where we have just a little off-road like this. And then this side can, I guess, be wider, just to anticipate the incoming, developments and stuff. And would you look at that? I made it too big, but that fits over there. And just a little bit of parking. Just our old friends here. We recognize these assets. It'd be nice to be able to go underneath. Now these guys don't mind the noise, so no problem to put them here. We have a lot of commercial demand as well. So we'll start off by zoning some commercial in through here. That'll look probably nicer, I think, with the bike lane going that way. Better use of the zoning squares as well. Alright, so just a few high-density buildings. This would be a great little spot here for some. And then maybe even down here. And then just wedged in between, we can have some houses and some parking lots. And I think that'll look just really awesome. Very excited. And then, same principal idea. We're a little bit close to the highways here, so let's maybe put in some commercial to act as kind of a sound barrier, even though they're going to make a little bit of noise on their own. And just to help maybe with some local traffic and stuff, I'm actually going to put down some work over here, some offices. Now, the only spot I can see possibly being a problem is this little area right here, because we're so close. But we'll keep an eye on things. I mean, we are close to a hospital, so if there is problems with the noise pollution, at least we won't have to wait very long for an ambulance to show up. Okay. I'm going to switch to just a regular park. Drop one of those down here, and we're going to connect some pathways to it. Just make it look like it's part of this neighborhood. Oh, that fits so nice in there. I wish there was the hotkey to turn all those on and off really quickly. Not that it takes me that long, but... I'll do that. And we'll just cover this with a whole bunch of trees. I don't think that went in all that nicely. And we'll use the same ones that are in the asset itself, so it'll look like it's all just kind of one mega park here. And by the looks of it, I think we're missing some water, so let's go ahead and get that in there too. I'm gonna maybe put it back on to 3-speed. Let's see if we can make a really big dent in the population right now. Just in the closing stretch of the episode. And I might maybe need to bring in a power connection because we're just a little bit off from everybody else. Or we'll maybe go this direction. So again, just for the noise, these guys are getting the commercial. And the only noisy area over here should really be just this. This intersection, as suspected, is noisy. These guys look like they're just on the outskirts, so I'm hoping that we're okay here. But I think maybe what we can do, I'm sure probably some of you are typing out to me, be like, why not put some sound barriers? Yeah, why not put some sound barriers? Now, do I have a single lane with the... I don't think so. But I will take this. And then we can always just drop down a few trees in here as well. Just try and help a bit with the noise. Cool. Yeah, I quite like that. What a difference already to the area. And the road structure, I really like it now that it's starting to fill in. A little chaotic, but kind of fun at the same time. And it seems to tie in nicely with the way the high density buildings are coming in too. Let's maybe get another little side road sneaking through here, maybe on another angle, and just get a bit more zoning done. And yeah, drop another parking lot in here. And I have a sneaking suspicion that we're gonna have to put down some schools. I think we're a little bit too far away from those. All right, just a little parking lot, please. Maybe that's not the spot. Oh, that works a lot better. And we'll steer clear in terms of zoning, obviously, from this intersection right here. Just so that it doesn't lose its high-speed abilities. And let's just do a little bit of expansion in here, actually, since we've got just a little bit more time. Oh, I did say I want to look at the schools, though. Really quickly, let me do that. Yep, I thought so. Okay. Let's fill this whole part in with trees. So we're not going to do any zoning. We might maybe do a bit of commercial zoning, I guess, through here, just to make it look like there's something. Oh, that's nice. And I downloaded the Orient pack, and it gave me bamboo trees, which is pretty cool too. And that's a free DLC. We're using that in some of our live streams. Some of that content. That's really cool. Now let's start going a little bit overkill, just for fun here. Maybe we can get just a little. Oh, it's pretty steep. I was thinking of having a little just back road here. That's not so bad. Just so we can get a parking lot. Just for the office buildings and stuff. Oh, no, you know what we could do? Okay, so this side will be the office, right? And then we can have ourselves a basketball court. Where is that? There it is. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Darn it. Oh, well, what a shame. Okay, maybe we can move this over, because I think I'm a little bit determined now. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. Very nice. Yeah, this actually turned out yeah, this was really nice. Now, given that we're not zoning on that, let's do another wall of trees in through here. And then we'll just box up and build out just on the other side over there. And if you have to take a look, our population is 62,000. This is great news. And the next milestone is 65,000. And that's when we unlock the next tile. That's when we can finally, it's ironic because I have a solution to it, you know, the traffic. We can finally buy this tile and bring the highway in and help with traffic immensely. Even though if we check back on this, look at that, no gridlock. Ironically, it's the other direction now that's a little slow. I really wouldn't call that a problem. This maybe can be readdressed later, who knows. But I'm positive the highway, once the new highway goes in, that'll fix it. Okay, so let's do a little bit more in here. Try and line up a bit with the highway. I don't know if I can get that just right though. Oh, okay, never mind. Plan B. Just trying to think of how we want the bicycle lanes to kind of end and go through here. So that road ended up being a little bit crooked, so we can't quite use it as a symmetrical point of reference right here, unless we do a bit of a better job at lining it up. I'm just gonna eyeball it, but I think that's not the worst. Maybe go to that. Yeah, like that, maybe. Again, bike lane crazy over here, but at this point, why the heck not? I'm actually gonna keep that. Do the same thing again over here. We're just gonna come and build in and around. We'll leave this whole segment just for the intersection. And I don't use this too often, and I have so many people all the time always ask me, like, hey, where's the high density commercial? We don't really have that many buildings. And the reason for it is it just makes astronomical amounts of noise, like just to a point where it's crazy how much noise it actually makes. So let's do a little bit, just, you know, just to have some fun with it. Get a bit more variety to the buildings in our skyline. But just given the fact that this is going to be like crazy noisy right here, I'm going to have this as the little kind of workstation to kind of complement our people here. And then this gives us a chance to maybe have a couple of bridges, some pedestrian pathways going up and over the highway right here, and we can build like a little, I want to say like a private, but kind of like a gated off, kind of like super high wealth little neighborhood over here. And maybe a bus or something can come in. Like having some fun. Yeah, just diversity. I like that. That's a good word to use for this. Okay. Oh, keep an eye on this too. I secretly enjoy creating traffic problems only so that we can just fix them. I have a lot of fun with that. I just realized that's not really going to work too well because we don't have the double lane going through here. So I think I'm going to upgrade this. Even though we're going to lose the speed, but we get the extra lane. So for this to work, we're going to have to pause now. I'm going to delete this, just stretch that over a hint further. No problem. But even without the highway speed associated with this, I think we're going to have faster flow through. And unless I do that the whole way down, this won't really work, actually. Darn it. So, okay, I take back what I said. I wish I could do a compact, like, two-way here. Okay, so I'll just keep an eye on this. I think, though, if we were to make a, try and find a solution for it, we might have to, let's bring this in. Yeah, I think what we could do to help alleviate a little bit of traffic through here is if we make another highway on and off system attached to this 6-lane road, because that'll help with the industrial traffic. It'll be a back entrance into, you know, our people over here. Especially if we have another fork. Yeah, okay, I can see it now. And again, this whole area is getting reworked, but I have a lot of plans, I think, in mind for over here. Anyway, friends, I think we'll end the episode here. Definitely really happy with the way this is turning out. Wow, it's really cool. And so we gotta find a way for the tram to continue on through here without really making too much of an interruption to the layout. I guess our bus is going next episode as well, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it. Onwards and upwards. And final count on the population, 63,500. All right, very good. So next episode, definitely buying that tile. All right, friends, I will see you then. Drop me some suggestions. Let me know what you think of the new area. And yeah, I hope things are going well with your own cities. Great to be back, and I will have the next episode out as soon as I can. Not as long as in between these two. All right, friends, take care of yourselves. Looking forward to reading the comments. And yeah, all the best.